Any doubts from the previous sessions? Anything, any
Uh,
clarification?
no, I don't need any clarification. I mean, I'm clear with all the things. I just want to ask you a few questions,
Sure.
personal questions.
Yeah. Sure. Sure.
As you told me that you are a language teacher and an
Yeah.
author.
Yeah.
So I just want to ask you, what's your qualification? What kind of courses have you done?
Okay. Okay. So I'll start from my schooling. Is it okay to start from my schooling?
Yeah,
Okay. So
yeah,
one
I'd
thing
love
is,
to.
I finished MPhil in English literature. That is my latest qualification. So schooling was not done in India, it was done abroad. My parents were
Oh,
abroad in the Middle East. Okay, so and also schooling, though it was done in an Indian syllabus, I don't want to mention the syllabus name. I had a lot of British teachers teaching me in the primary school, primary and middle school, if I'm correct. Our
okay,
principal used to encourage them. After that, we had all Indian teachers, Anglo-Indian teachers, and a lot of teachers from the northern part of our country. So that's about schooling. So after that, I went on to take bachelor's in English literature, then post graduation in literature, MPhil in literature, and then I worked as a college lecturer in the same college that I studied, my alma mater. That is about my. Then after that, if you ask me about the courses, I had a lot of chances to take up language courses from British Council or whatever it is, but I didn't go for it simply because I felt that there was not a need. I had inquired about a lot of courses with experts, but still, what I could see is it was more of communication and it was more of how to use language and all that. But
okay,
I wanted to get more knowledge, deep knowledge with literature, English literature. So I
okay,
started working with college students and with one of my professors in Kerala. I started, editing books because they used to produce their own books. So I started editing and proofreading books and also
okay,
training people in schools and all that. So that was my last workplace where I worked with schools and teachers and all that. Then once the pandemic started, because life gets tough personally and otherwise also professionally, I started writing and now I've transformed into the next step.
oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So, means you have studied in abroad, so I think England,
No, no. It was in the Middle East, Kuwait.
Middle.
My father was working there, and possibly I was put in a very good school. And as I told you, when I was in the middle school and the primary school, our principal took care. I don't know, because of that time, we got a lot of British teachers from the British school. But after that, she stopped. And also, our principal was very concerned and very much into language and all that. She was one person, a lioness, I would call her. I've never seen a lioness like her. To put in the right word. So, and also I got the cream best English teachers and best English professors also. So, yeah, so that is what, yeah.
Why am I asking? Do you have any idea?
Uh, I don't know. Maybe
I'll
what
I'll
people tell
explain.
me is okay. Let me guess. Whenever I talk to learners on clapingo itself, they tell me you don't talk like the other tutors. So I asked them, do I sound strange? So they said, no, not strange. You don't have an Indian accent. Some people told me not a foreign accent also, but you're somewhere in between. Where are you from? Are you really from
Yes.
India? I said, yes. Don't ask that question.
I felt same thing. I felt same thing when I watched your YouTube video. I watched
Oh,
today YouTube video and subscribed as well. So I felt that
okay.
it's not an Indian accent. Definitely, it's little bit British accent. I means I found it. And one more thing, I love the way you teach. Your teaching is activity based. That's why I'm asking: is there any training? Means I want to do that kind of training or diploma, whatever, to implement all those things in my school. I want to teach my teachers those things to do, because the way you are teaching as a adult, I'm enjoying it. So definitely kids would they will
Yeah.
be means without any what can I say, when they think that, yeah, this subject is difficult or something like that. So I think
Yeah,
they will take
yeah,
more
yeah.
interest.
Yes, what you told is correct, because you have brought this point forward. I will add one more thing. I told you I was working with a school, and that school was an international school. You have heard about IGCSE, right? But
Yes.
there I was training other teachers also from other branches, because you're into the admin part, you will understand better than a teacher. It was very difficult to make them understand that English is not only a language, because when it comes to IGCSE or Cambridge, what they do is they have English in all the subjects. What I used to do as an English teacher and as a trainer, I used to connect it with math, science, what to say, biology, whatever subjects were there, even music, and I took classes. And because you told me, I was teaching children also at times. I used to take workshops for them. For some people, English is very difficult, even for some teachers. I made it easy with these activities. Now, initially, you will not believe, Shaheen, there was a very big problem because I was not following the original schedule or the structure. I actually broke the structure. I read the rules and regulations of the Cambridge curriculum and everything, but it's very difficult to implement it in India, especially in Madurai, where I am, because
Okay.
people do not understand. Parents were supporting me, children were supporting me. So I had to literally show them for 1 year that this is how it works. Because after 1 month, after 2 months, there was a great progress with the teachers and with the students. So these activities, because you asked me for a course, I also searched for a lot of courses. But to put it in simple words, you have got courses for phonetics and even for pronunciation, as you told me. But active based learning and courses, how I develop these things is only from my experience. Like, I have had really tough times, and also because of my professors and teachers and all that, whatever I have got, they never taught me this way. But gradually working with even differently abled children, I understood that you need to teach math through language, through stories. So I showed it to the math teacher. The math teacher started using it, and this particular boy or girl was able to grasp math better, especially algebra. So such kind
Okay.
of things. And I was drastically supported by my academic director. He was a foreigner from New Zealand. He supported me. So I take training sessions for teachers, and there will be 60 to 70% people who really relate with me, saying, "Oh yes, we can try it out, and we can definitely do it in any subject." Because it is very difficult to teach English in our Indian schools. However
Yes.
broad-minded and however qualified the teachers are, even English teachers, they don't teach English in the correct method. They have got very good language. I've come across people who have got very good language, but the methodology is wrong. So sometimes when you're a trainer, you will know better because you're leading a team. It's very difficult because you have to break the structure, bring it down
Yes.
to the level of the child, and then you have to grind it for them. Sometimes you have to make a paste and take the fear out of them. This
Yes,
is what I've
exactly.
been doing, and this is how the activities come. Even when I'm teaching adults like you, okay, I understand that, okay, this is what Shaheen needs. First day itself, suppose taking your example, I knew that you have got a very good grip on the language. But what you require is something different, psychologically also. Both. Okay, so I'm not a counselor or a psychologist, but I read books on it. I consult with counselors and all that. So when I do that, when I take the case studies of people, I understand it is purely connected with the language. So that is what,
Okay.
yeah, that is also the aim of Clapingo. I was talking to the experts of Clapingo, and they also tell me, the founder also told me, yes, this is the aim of this particular platform itself, to break the fear and to move forward. Yeah.
So what's your opinion about me?
You are a very strong person, and first day itself, what I felt is you're a person who blooms gracefully. Even if you're planted without water and soil, sometime you will go, somehow you will manage to grow there, and that's a gracefully. uh Maybe you need to get polished. Like, you're already a diamond, but the exuberance of the diamond comes out when you polish it more. So you're already polished, and you're also a person with lot of different experience, not like the other women, because from the way you're talking and your attitude, because I can understand the attitude and the approach, you are a person with different experience, which is totally different from the other people. of your culture, or maybe of your gender. That is what I feel. And that is what has molded you.
I've gone through so many difficulties. I have faced a lot. So I think those things made me
Yes, that is what I
that
feel.
way.
You are a self made woman. That is what I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to implement that activity based teaching in my school as well. So, what would you suggest me? Can you help me out with that? I want to
Okay.
implement all that activity based teaching, or whatever you feel that, yeah, this method is appropriate, or whatever your experience through your as a teacher, through your journey as a teacher. So, can you help me with that?
Okay. What kind of help do you expect?
Even I'm a entrepreneur or I'm running a school, I'm a owner, I'm always behind quality. I know that if I maintain quality, automatically flow will come.
Yeah.
Nowadays I'm facing a lot of problems due to pandemic and other things as well, but
Yes.
I don't take my school as a business or source of earning. So I knew that if I maintain quality, money will automatically come.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm behind those things. You may get an idea about me that she's a owner, then why she's too much into learning or other things. Other people also say
So
me
that
that
is
why you
very
are doing.
important because I have seen owners who do not, who stop learning once they become owners.
Yes,
And I'm also not for it, because once you become the owner, that is where your responsibility starts. You have the future of so many teachers, students, and staffs in your hand. So you're more
yes,
responsible. You have to become more responsible, and I get that completely. See, what I do, Shaheen, usually is the same thing that I do here is I need to meet the people, because if I give you some strategies telling you can do that, we have a lot of very good platforms and very good YouTube channels also, where they give a lot of beautiful practical tips, like a day in my life, or this is what I do with English language. But still, what works for me is I need to meet the people, understand what is the problem, and then work from there, work from the prior knowledge and work from what they really need. Like here also, this platform, I'm very thankful because they give us the freedom. I see a learner, now you've got a problem with tense. Another learner also has got problem with tense. I cannot give the same method to both of you. It's like it cannot be like the medicines that we prescribe. Okay, take paracetamol, you also take two paracetamol extra because you've got more problem. It is not like that. Maybe you're
okay,
having a fever with headache, so like that we need to meet, and that is my method where I meet and then I suggest the methods, and then there should be a follow up also, because that is what I did with my teachers after they implement. Now these days, because of the pandemic, we cannot do all that, but after they do that, they should come back to me and report, okay, this is what I did, this is something which didn't work out with my students. Because as you know, when you take a grade 3 child, everybody will not have the same behavior. Pattern will be
yes,
different. So this is something which didn't work out. So what is your problem? Then I work on it again. So like that, to put it in short, meeting the person, prior knowledge, and follow up. These three things are very important, and definitely that way I can help you.
okay. So can you suggest me any course or training somewhere?
Courses, because I haven't taken any, I'm not sure of it. And
Okay.
I have heard of a lot of English speaking courses with the British Council and with lot of authentic people. I
No,
used to
I'm
trust
asking
the
from
British
my students, which I can learn and I can implement in my school.
students. No,
Yeah.
actually, I'm not aware of it. I don't have much knowledge about it, because whatever I'm making, it's my own file, or if I could show you, I have my own module, and I have my own, what to say, all these things, whatever I'm making. I've got a very big part of my bedroom itself full of all these cubes and things like that. So I do it.
Mhm.
I don't see anything. What I usually do is I just watch some videos or something, and suddenly the idea clicks. And when I read something, the idea clicks. When I write something, so that is how I do. And when I meet the person, I get a better idea. Okay, this is what she needs, he needs, and I proceed with that. But a course, I'm not very sure. I'm not the right person to suggest a course because I haven't done any. And also another thing is I'm not sure also that it's going to work. And these courses are very expensive. So when I suggest something, you should be like, okay, 100% I'll get it. There are a lot of teachers training courses even in the British Council side. You could check out, contact them, talk to them first, because they also have got counselors. tell your requirements, and they will be able to guide you. Like
Okay.
that you can go for, because English is something, or teachers training courses also they have got, even matriculation courses we have got in our country. Yes. Okay, so if you want any training, help from my side, because I also train people, you could contact me. I can give you my mail ID if it is there. But
Okay.
as a
Please.
course, yeah, you can take down my mail ID. I take training sessions for teachers personally, but if they ask for certification, I'm not an authorized person to give certification or
No, no, I don't want any certificate because whatever I am learning more than myself, definitely I want to improve myself, but more than myself for my
give it,
school and
pass
for my
it on to your,
students.
yeah, 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 pass it on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I understand that. And also equip your
So,
teachers with all those things.
yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Since I'm in a rural area or my district is also educationally backward, so that kind of trainings or things are not available. So I've done few trainings at Delhi, Mumbai.
Okay.
Means it was just for 2 or 3 days. I think it's not enough.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I was
Learning is a
expecting
continuous
if some.
process. Yeah, that's why I didn't go for any training as such. I had a lot of opportunities, but I didn't go for it. I have more of experience working with people like this, like, professors, book publishers. Now here Clappingo. Clappingo is a very different platform. I feel it's one of the best platforms, not just to work with and also to learn. It's different
Yes,
and it has gone to a different level. So, like that, it's very rare to find people who are passionate. And when I came, I got to know that people behind the team are very passionate.
yes.
So that is also there. So if you need training sessions, you can get in touch with me, because I do that for some of the schools, meeting the teachers, 20 in a batch, 10 in a batch, take training for them, understand what their
Okay,
problem is, then have a discussion with the coordinators or the headmistress, whoever it is, and then
okay,
again ask them to do something, come back for a follow up. It's a long process, but that is what I do usually.
okay. Is there any
So I,
online training going on for teachers?
with me
Yeah,
or otherwise, the general ones.
general or for a particular school kind of thing.
There are a plenty of them, because some of them go to authorized people, some of them ask people like us to come and take training sessions for 3 days, 4 days, one day on a Saturday, like that. And it's like more of exposing yourself to some methods and strategies, discussing your problems, and giving a solution for it also, because we are into this new phase of learning. It's not very easy to deal with children, especially primary children.
Yes,
So
exactly.
there are, I feel a lot of individual people are approached these days, storytellers, then authors, then people who are into language and narration, even subject experts like science, mathematics, and all that. Yes, there are different people. There are a lot of training sessions. So that is how I was approached by 2, 3 schools. But I don't accept everybody. I just take a few schools, like whoever I'm comfortable with. And because there should be some output also, right? It's not like you're going and giving a lecture and coming back. They should
Yes,
also be doing something after that. People will shake their head and go away. What have you
yes,
worked on? I need to know that also. What did you do after that? The follow up should be there. So some coordinators get back to me telling, Rini, this is what we did. Is it fine? Are we in the right track? So like that, there's a discussion after that. So it is actually a process, but it always takes time, but there is a progress. Because if you listen to, you will be knowing, if you listen to one person for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, it will not help. You shake your head and say, wow, wow, very good, nice speech. That's it, finished. Feedback is over.
yes, yes,
What have you
exactly. It's
taken back?
happening.
What have
Same.
you
I've
taken back?
seen
Nothing.
my
Yeah.
staff. I've seen my staff and other school staff as well. They'll say, "Yeah, our trainer is so means the knowledgeable, enthusiastic, and innovative idea. She has given us, innovative ideas." And when we ask about implementation, zero.
Zero, no implementation. It's all a time pass. So that is not there. So that is why I don't accept all the schools. One thing is, I talk to the coordinators and the heads more than the teachers. I ask them, do you wish for a follow up? If you're interested for a follow up, only my method will work, because you know how it is. It is like this, where I create and I come for the course. So when they're ready for the follow up, I have a Zoom meeting with them, and then I go for the teachers if there is more than one. And yes, there will be progress. And I have worked with 2 3 schools like that, and there was a good feedback from there. But if they ask for a certification, I'm not the authorized person to give a certification, but you get something from my sessions, that I can guarantee.
I have a lot of certificate, no use of those certificates.
Sometimes you give a lot of good, thoughts, but through a very easy and funny way, humorous way, witty. I would call it witty, thought provoking. Okay.